situation that you only want to do the Guslu without ablution, and as we said, this is permissible. This is permissible. It is permissible to the extent that the Guslu that you do without ablution, you can go ahead to pray with it. The Guslu of Janaba, Guslu of Haid, Guslu of Nifas that you do without ablution, you can go ahead to pray with it, despite the fact that you have not performed ablution. Now the question is that in Guslu of Janaba or Guslu of Haid, are you to rinse your mouth and inhale and exhale water while taking the Guslu of Janaba? If you are going to perform ablution in that Guslu, that has been taken care of. If you are going to perform ablution in the Guslu of Janaba that you want to do, you know you are going to rinse your mouth and you are going to inhale and exhale water. So that has been taken care of. But in a situation that you only want to do the Guslu without ablution, and as we said, this is permissible. This is permissible. It is permissible to the extent that the Guslu that you do without ablution, you can go ahead to pray with it. The Guslu of Janaba, Guslu of Haid, Guslu of Nifas that you do without ablution, you can go ahead to pray with it, despite the fact that you have not performed ablution. This is because the Guslu of Janaba or Haid or Nifas is removing Al-Adath Al-Akbar, is removing or lifting the major Guslu, the major Hadath. The major Hadath. That is what is removing. So why your ablution is only lifting minor Hadath? When they say minor Hadath, that is somebody who has ablution but later releases the gas. He has lost the ablution. Or sleeps heavily. He has lost the ablution. Or defecates. He has lost the ablution. Or urinates. Those things that spoil our ablution. So when you lose your ablution in the Sharia, you are said to be impure. You are said to be impure abstractly, not physically. But that impurity, so to say, is minor impurity, not major impurity. But when you are having janaba, you are said to be impure. But this impurity is major impurity. So if you are lifting the major impurity, automatically the minor impurity is taken care of. And since it is permissible for you to just do ordinary Guslu in the major impurity without ablution, then it means you can go ahead to perform Salah with that Guslu that you do, which has no ablution. Most scholars are upon this. Most scholars are upon it. Now, we shouldn't mistake it. We are not talking about Guslu Jum'Ah. Guslu Jum'Ah, if you do it, you can't go ahead and pray with it unless you perform ablution in it. Because when you do Guslu Jum'Ah, you are not lifting impurity. You are not lifting impurity. Guslu Jum'Ah is not like Guslu Janaba, nor is it like Guslu Haid or Nifas. So you are not lifting impurity. You are not lifting an abstract impurity when you take Guslu Jum'Ah. So don't let us mistake it. We are talking about Guslu Janaba, Guslu Haid, Guslu Nifas. Now the question is, okay, is it a must if I'm performing Guslu Al-Janaba or Guslu Al-Haid or Guslu Nifas to rinse my mouth and also put water in my nose and blow it out? This, the Hanabila, who are of the opinion that it is compulsory in ablution, they also say it is compulsory in Guslu. Are you with me? You know, when we are talking about rinsing the mouth while performing ablution, putting water in your nose, blowing it out, we said the Hanabila said it is compulsory in ablution. Eh? So this is also extended to Guslu. You have to do it in Guslu. Why some said it is only compulsory in Guslu, not compulsory in ablution. Some said it is compulsory in ablution, not compulsory in Guslu. I hope it is clear. Why did they say it is compulsory in ablution, not compulsory in Guslu? This is because in the case of ablution, we have evidences telling us to do it, like what you have just read. We have evidences that the Prophet ﷺ did. But that of Guslu, we do not have evidence that he put water in his nose or his mouth. Only when he performed ablution in what? In the Guslu. So if we pour water on our body and the water gets to every part of the body that's supposed to get to, and we say that person has become pure, so definitely it is not compulsory to put water in the mouth and the nose. How this is clear. So this is the argument. Oh, Allahu A'lam. To go out of the controversy of the scholars, it is good one does it. When you are not going to perform wudu in your Guslu, make sure you put water in your mouth and in your nose. Wallahu a'lam.